My son is 3 years old at the moment. He's just been cochlear implanted 4 months. We didn't have much information. There was no deafness in the family whatsoever. We don't know when we lost my son's hearing, but when we had the test when he was just 2.5, we found out he was profoundly deaf. The worst thing was that we just felt in such a dark area where we didn't know what was going on, what we'd do. Life had literally come to an end. I was told by my teacher of the deaf to go to an NDCS for family weekend. When I went to this weekend, I found out a lot of information, saw a lot of professional people who were deaf, so it was okay. It was nice knowing that at least he'll have a future, especially when you know there are deaf people in the world, but it hasn't happened to you. So when it struck me, it was a lot different and difficult to cope with.
Which weekend did you go to? And
newly identified, and then the preschool ones. Oh my God, those are amazing weekends. I mean, if you found out you're deaf, your child is deaf, just go to one of the weekends. I think all your questions will be answered. The newly identified is a very emotional weekend, but it puts your mind at ease on a lot of things. How they will be growing up, and how you'll be coping with things. People coming on the weekend talking about it. I mean, different things. Grandparents came, and there were a lot of professionals who came in. It was excellent. It was fantastic. With the preschool, we found out a lot about code of conducts and code of practices. About the education centre. Books and sites we can go on, or just links we can go through, which will help our child. We talked about statements, and before I went to the weekend, I didn't know that statement was so important. I was told that, oh, there's a statement in process for my son, but I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, fine. Later on, I realised that how important the statement was for my son. So after the weekend, I got my statements. I literally sat there reading each and every line. I was offered if a family officer could come and go through it, but I mean, luckily, I'm lucky in the area I'm living. We've got quite a lot of good help, very good teacher of the deaf as well, so